I've been waiting for 2 days. So patient. So patiently waiting.
I wanted to talk about it on Monday so bad.
I know. You were like hinting at a bunch of shit, and I'm like, oh,
Uh,
can Wednesday come?
uh, yes,
So
okay.
exciting. Can't wait to hear all this shit.
Let me make sure my screens and stuff are.
Make sure that
Excuse me?
making sure shit works because these stories are gonna be good.
They're important.
They're
Oh,
important.
man.
With their sound, we are not muted. We're
We
going.
are live.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Well, it all started technically last year, around
Go way
June
back.
2024, when we, as a board, forgot, specifically me, I guess, but I don't know. I question this.
No.
Didn't pay the dues for the P.O. box, right? Big fuck up. All the fuck ups there, okay? Hi,
Yeah.
Goof.
What's up, Goofin?
And
Goofin, we are in for some good Caleese stories tonight. Let's go.
she heard
She got spoilers.
well on Friday she heard parts of this whole story.
Oh,
But she hasn't heard the resolve. So um anyways, big F up, right? But like,
it happens.
someone let it roll. Like, I'm confused still, because I think that was actually, I don't know, I disagree with that, because I still feel like we paid that, because it was like, you didn't, the last time you paid was 2024, and I'm like, well, that was last year.
Yeah.
Like, duh. Anyways, so this year comes around, and I think the box is due on like, in like May sometime, okay? And it's like, okay, like, I don't. I honestly just didn't give a two hoots about it until the letter went out. Like, I didn't think about it as being like important.
Mm-hmm.
I figured everything would like kind of work itself. It would all be fine. Like, I didn't even know the like notice was in there. This is why I say that. Like, I didn't think there would be an issue. I'd just go check the mail. Oh, I have this notice still in the box. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
they, what's fucked up is they have a phone number on file. They could have called and left a voicemail.
Could have.
And they, this chick. Oof. Ah. So, so on Monday, I get a phone call from a very stressed homeowner saying that the box is closed. And she's stressing. So I message another board member, or one of the board members I like to talk to about this, because he's the only one with a PO box key.
Yeah.
So I talk to him. You have the key. I talk to you. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would I
Totally.
talk to anyone else?
Exactly.
So he's like, I don't know. And I swear last year,
helpful.
I remember I gave him the thing and he went and paid it. So that I really feel like we were paid up last year.
Yeah.
Anyways, record state, we were not. Also, the post office box, or the post office, not the, just the post office in general, has been going through some postmasters. Okay.
Okay.
So it's hard for them to know who's important in a small town, because things matter in a
Yes.
small town. In big cities, I'm sure it matters too, but I feel like it's a little less, it's a little bit more like, I don't know, organized?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe?
In theory, yeah.
I don't, there's a little bit more of like leeway in a small town with your mail. Like, you can usually like
Fuck
talk
up
to
a
the postmaster,
number.
get to know them, or yeah, or like as the postmaster, mess up, push the wrong thing in the computer, or you just have really nasty like just management skills where you're like extra nay, right?
Yeah.
Like, she was like really intense. So okay, so Monday we get this. So Wednesday comes around. Or I shouldn't say manager, because she's a postmaster, which is so much more important, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, Wednesday comes around when I'm going to go deal with the thing and meet up with the board member, and it's not a postmaster, but she's clearly working her way into that position at that PO box, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But she can't do anything to really help us because she's not the postmaster. Like, she can't manipulate the computer system in any way. She doesn't have the passwords. She doesn't have the things, right? So she tells me to come back on Friday and that the postmaster will definitely help me get this sorted out. It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
Like, yes, it was suspended. We can transfer all of that mail that didn't get returned that is incoming into your box or into it now. I've removed the cardboard box. I'm like, great, that's fantastic. Okay. Friday comes around. I have a big box of things I need to mail. I have the first set of fobs ready to go out, and me and the board member decide to meet at 8, roughly 8:20, 8:30, because I had dropped my kids off for the like unofficial last day of school. And we get in there, and this postmaster straight up is like, I can't do anything for you. And the lady who first told us that like she could help us was literally like going white. Like, oh my God, I like fucked up. I told these people that she'd help them because she
No.
said on the phone that she would help them. And she like gets really spicy. And I think I don't know, maybe it was just like having the man present was like making her feel a little like I'm going to be like the top-notch boss lady.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that can't happen, is how I say to her. I was like, oh no, that can't happen. And yay, hi. Yay, hi. So I go, oh, well, that can't happen. And she goes, oh, yes, it is. It's going to happen. And I'm like, no, it really can't happen. Like, we have really important documents that come through there. And like, I messed up by not checking it last month. That's completely my fault. It's all because like, I usually only check it, I don't really check it through the winter. So I kind of messed up by prolonging it through the spring.
Yeah.
And I would just really love it if we could just get it unsuspended and back into the flow of things. I can't do that for you. The higher up said like they can't do it.
Why is she being
Like
such
there's
a hater?
nothing we can do. Like this everything just always just over and over and over. Nothing she can do. And I was like, no, they're like, my God, I wish I forgot some of the lines, but like I'm like, there has to be something that I can do to like fix this. And I was like, how about this for now until, because then she was like, well, I think there's someone that might be able to help next week. And I was like, great. Can you give me like a rough idea of like when they might be around so I can come meet you here and like get this situated? Because this is really important. And she goes, I don't know. I don't know people's schedules. And I go, well, I go, okay, but I just really don't agree. I think that like you probably have an idea of when this person would be available to be able to help me.
Legit.
I like said this, right? Verbatim. Some things might be a little different from the actual events because I can't remember per line,
Yeah.
but I remember, a lot of this. So it's like, and then she's like, kind of looks at me. And so I basically resolve it to the point where I get her to put the homeowner mail into my P.O. box because it's at the same P.O. box, the post office. So that resolves the board member guy. And mind you, because I thought I was going to have to pay money at this time, he came with the paycheck. So he leaves with the checkbook, and I'm just kind of like, okay, so I'm left with no cash. But I thought ahead and brought the other phone that I have that has the access to the Venmo. So I paid myself the amounts and took pictures. So that's like important for the stamps that I had to get and all that stuff because he was supposed to give me that money. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So he just left a little heated because she was being super like defiant. And I was like, I just stayed there and I go, look, anything that I can do to like get this process going and to get the box reopened and there not be any like more suspension on the box and like I will be way better next year. I really messed up this year. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm, just went on this whole spiel, kissing this lady's ass. So I finished stamping all my envelopes. The blonde lady gives me a big post office box to throw everything in. I give it to her. The postmaster walks up and she goes, I like donuts. And I literally was like, what? In my head, like, she about to like bribe me? You're muted.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
okay.
I was cackling. Like, is she basically telling you to bribe her?
Yes.
What the fuck?
So I'm
Fuck.
like, so this is why Goofin knows this part of the story from Friday, because it literally happened that day. And I was like, I'm shooketh right now. Like,
I'm
and I
shook.
was
It's
like,
like, what?
I gotta save this for Wawta because it's gonna be a good one. So I'm just like, okay, like what kind of donuts? Like I didn't ask
You're just playing
bad
along.
questions. Fuck yeah, I am. Are you kidding? So she's like, the filled ones. I'm
You
like,
know what, girl?
okay.
You know what?
I'm like, okay, girl,
I get
after my
it.
own heart.
Yes.
I'll take a filled donut any day.
A
You like the
jelly-filled
custard?
donut
You like
any
the
fucking
jelly filled?
day.
What do you like? And she goes, the like jelly filled. I'm like, raspberry. Okay, do you like the raspberry or the lemon?
Want to
I
make
like
sure
was
I get it
going deep.
right.
She goes, either. Like, we're not picky. And the other girl was like, yeah, we're not picky. Like, and I'm like, oh, like you're in on this bribe now too? Like,
Yeah, like,
okay.
what?
So I run to town, and actually, it's kind of funny because for some reason in my gut, I was expecting to come back the next week, right?
Yeah.
And so she wasn't expecting me to come back that day, but I ran into a friend of mine I told him the story. I'm like, I just think I just got forced into a bribe to get this fucking box open. And he's like,
God,
what? And I was like, I go, but I'm not going to give her the donuts until she does she does it, right?
Hell yeah.
And he goes, I think you might get somewhere if you just get the donuts now.
Okay, fine.
And I looked at him and I was like, I think you're right. I think it might come off more like you need this. I need this done. Here are your fucking donuts. And it was morning, mind you. So she got the donuts like around 10 by the time I got my back and forth. We started at 8:20, okay? 2 hours at the post office.
Oh my God.
So I ran to town. I got 2 jelly filled, 2 lemon filled, put them in a little box, drove all the way back. I get there and I go, hi. And she goes, oh, hi. Like, kind of like a little like sus, like, why are you here? Don't bug me about this fucking box. I go, oh, I just really wanted to bring you some donuts now. I thought it's morning time. And I looked at her and I go, and I really need this post office box open, like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she goes, oh, you didn't have to do that. Oh,
I'm sure, girl.
Wow. Like, oh, you did not. That's too much. Like, oh, you did not have to do that. And I was just like, oh, no, I needed to do that because I am trusting you to make sure that this box gets open. We cannot have problems with this post office box, my dear.
Oh, my Lord.
And she looked at me and she like kind of like nodded her head a little. And then I was like, all right, so like, I'll talk to you next week. And I gave her my phone number too, like, so she could call me, right?
Yeah.
So later that afternoon, I get a phone call from a no caller ID, unknown number that I cannot call back.
Oh, interesting.
And it's her leaving a voicemail saying that they've reopened the box. It's going to cost a renewal fee, a key changing fee because she had to change the locks and everything. Which seems so ridiculous, but like that's fine. Like we're the same people, but like I get it.
Yeah.
And then I had to like reapply essentially or fill out like the form.
Yeah.
And so I went in about 2:00 because she said it would be ready after 2. I was like, okay, great. And I finished work. I was like on my way back home already at that time. Anyways, it was about 2:20. I go in there and the blonde lady's working. And I go, hi, I'm here to make sure we get this box open. I heard it's ready. I heard there's new keys. She said it was going to be ready like after 2. And she goes, she said that? That means she didn't want to deal with it. So this is a quick backstory. As I was like stamping all the envelopes the day it was that Friday or that morning.
Yeah.
I heard them both talking so much shit about like future new employees and
Oh.
like people who work there. And I was just like sitting there like, ooh, this is like kind of a, I don't know, it was like kind of intense hearing their
Yeah.
perspective of things. Because I don't know if they recognized I was still in the post office. I was just
Most
sitting there
likely
putting
not.
stamps on, you know?
Yeah.
They were talking some shit about people. Anyways, so then I tell the lady that, yeah, I tell the lady that, she told me to come after. She goes, wow, that means she didn't want, like, she's basically making me deal with this. And I'm like, hey, if as long as it's open, I've said, I don't know how many times I said that day.
Yeah.
As long as this box stays open and it is open and I can fix this mistake, seriously, I don't care. It's if it's you or her, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do this, you know? So we got the box resolved. $230 later.
Oh my lord.
And I felt like she really just like charged whatever she could.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, which is fine. I get it. It was my fuck up. But to be real, I was only like 2 weeks late. And I know that's a lot of time. Like at the same time, but I'm like, in the small town famous things, like,
Yeah.
it's not that's not like a lot. I
It's
don't
not
know.
that
It
deep.
is a lot of time, but it's not like, wasn't it like it was out for like 3 months? Like, obviously she won't let that happen, but like,
Yeah.
damn, lady, like, chill. She should have called who was ever on the app because you have to keep that shit on file
Yeah.
to be able to call a person or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you can call people as postmasters.
I'm sure you can.
No, there was no one else there that day that I was dealing with that one. There was people in there on Wednesday when I did the first session. And of course I like knew them. So it was like, and I don't know these posts. And I always, there's been two postmasters that I've gotten to know really well, and one retired, one died unexpectedly. And the one that died unexpectedly, his name was Angel, and he was just like literally an angel. The guy was just amazing. And he would always give me shit when my box would be late, and he would see me outside. He's like, hey, here's your notice. Like, pay your box or just bring me a bill. Because you can get a free box if you just show you have like an electric bill at that house,
Yeah.
at that address. And I was like, okay. And then I just ding that out. I put it in the car and then I forget to grab it. And I suck. And yeah, anyways. And Art became the same way, the other guy. And now these ladies are like intense.
Yeah.
They're doing things by the book. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. But it's like gives this huge lack of like, I don't know, like a small town vibe of a show, like that, when you just get away with things. Sweet Home Alabama, isn't that one of those? Like, have you ever seen that movie? With Reese
Yes.
Witherspoon,
Yes.
and when her, uh, oh no, I'm totally confusing that with, am I? Doesn't she go into the post office to
I don't
like?
know. I haven't seen it for a long time. So.
And I think the lady who chews the gum is in there who, anyways, yeah, it's been a long time too, but I also feel like I'm mixing shows. Anyway, so there's that side of that story of the big scheme of like jelly donuts. Like, and I like realized like later that day, like, wow, I was so proud of myself for getting the jelly donuts. And now I'm like realizing how like late I was. You know what I mean? It took me a minute that day to like, because I was just so relieved we like fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care. You want some fucking jelly donuts? Fine. Here's some jelly donuts. Just fix it. Make it better, please. Please.
That's insane that like she just did that. She's like, I like donuts.
Yeah. She's like, I like donuts. She was very like, it was thought out. She's like, I'm gonna bribe this chick.
I kind of love it. Like
Yes, of course.
I love the move. I love the move. I appreciate the move. Like amazing.
Yeah, they were exceptionally. Yeah, exactly. And she left early on Friday that day.
Because she's like that fucking Caleese. I am not waiting around for her to show up with something
I'm not
else.
gonna have her bug me. with anything else or
No.
schmooze me or anything. I'm gonna let her just leave me alone. I'm gonna fix the problem.
You should bring her donut,
Yeah.
like donut, like one donut, like every time now. Like every time, like you gotta go in, just bring her a
Thank
donut.
you.
Just one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
It's a
funny.
trip. Yeah. And I'm not I mean, there's been other people who have had issues like with her in other ways too, but like I
Yeah.
genuinely fucked up this time. Like,
Sure.
but I do kind of feel like you have a whole like ass file on everyone whose box is here.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't part of your job is to like kind of like maybe they're out of town for because this happens a lot too. People will have a PO box
Yeah.
and then they're out, and I'm sure they set it up differently. But let's just say hypothetically, they don't know yet. But they have a house in Hawaii. They go there all winter. They don't come back up till June. Hypothetically, they don't check their mail till June. So like
Damn. Yeah.
they might have a different day that they like restarted or what. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, you could be a little bit more chill, man. That's how I felt. I felt very
Yeah.
beach town, cowabunga, like chill vibes too. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we got through it. We got through it. It was just such a shit show, and jelly donuts. And I'm never gonna look at a jelly donut the same. I don't think, to be honest.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, that's pretty funny. So then, I think this is one of my final stories. Um, I do a lot of like HOA. Obviously, we're talking about the HOA PO box, admin stuff, and I finally got the newsletter out. Obviously, a bunch of people are getting upset because their checks have been returned in the mail. They're like, "Oh my god, what address do I send it to?" And I had already sent everyone an email that a lot of people didn't read, letting them know that everything's fine. Like, you know, a mass email, and oh my god. So one lady starts freaking out, and it got kind of shitty for a second because
Mm-hmm.
she's just unsatisfied. So I'm gonna read her email because there's nothing like going on, and everything that she's freaking out about is our HOA is very like low key, voluntary to be a part of it. What you're paying to be a part of is to make sure that you have peer access, and that the peers like lease for California state lands is paid for every year, and that's insurance is paid for, and for upgrades and repairs. Okay, that's what your
Mm-hmm.
money goes to, and to pay me, to be honest, because I get paid to do all this shit. So this lady clearly doesn't understand that. So she
Yeah.
goes, I assume you tracked which checks you returned, assuming right here, right away, that we like purposely return the checks. Okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy. We live out of state. We request the meeting notes and they are not shared until a year later, which I agree has always been weird. Okay. Usually I write up the minutes and then it doesn't get sent till that following June in the newsletter.
Wow.
But if you read it, then you get to know what happened in the meeting that you missed last year, and then you can move forward to see if you can get to the meeting that coming year. So I don't understand why they do it that way, but that's my only justification for it because that's all I get. She goes, and after dues are paid with a complete of information from HOA, you start refusing payments when you never communicated the change. So we upgraded our dues last year,
Okay.
$50, $50 plus it's $250 a year, and it was voted on by the HOA members that were at the meeting, which affects everyone who wants to pay dues.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She goes, and you could easily just request the balances, or even better, actually communicate the expectations. This, combined with the refusal to check the mailbox consistently throughout the year, is an insane lack for HOA services. I don't disagree, but also there's no reason for me to check it in January.
Yeah.
And if one of the board members needs to check it, they can use a board member key. For me, there's nothing for me to do in the winter with the HOA. It all starts usually about May and then goes till about October. September, October. Somewhere in that chunk of time. For which are now requesting an increase while services decline. So there's not a lot of services we should be servicing them with. She goes, none of these types of things happened under Jess. and that's my
Mm.
mom.
Yeah.
So I responded a couple times and dealt with it a little bit. I was a little butthurt. You know, I was like, I'm doing my best to follow what my mom just did, but she died and I'm not her. Like I responded kind of like a little snarky, but I was very like
I don't blame you.
straightforward. Like I'm doing my best. I fall short sometimes. Like not to make this a huge excuse, but like I'm running her business that she left behind. I have a family. I'm like juggling a lot, and I sometimes fall short. So so I said I'm really sorry that that has inconvenienced you the way that it has.
Yeah.
Like basically, like what the fuck?
It's
So I
just
was sitting on
terrible.
that, and like the whole my mom comment really got to me,
Yeah, I don't blame
right?
you.
Like it's just kind of like, why did you have to throw that one out there? You know?
Yeah, that's
So
shitty.
um well, it's just more like it's just unnecessary. Like,
It's
no,
so
you're right.
uncalled
It's
for.
not it's like not going to be the same as when she's there. She's not here. You're right. You know? Like yeah, things are different, but thankfully I have some knowledge of what she did do, which is why some things are like at least consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are not. Some things are changing. Sorry. Like some things are like completely out of my control. Some I've totally fucked up on. Like I take ownership of everything that I do. Like it's like just chill.
Yeah.
So I decide I'm going to forward this to the board. So I email it to the board, and immediately the board president is like, oh, hell no.
Good.
He was like super butthurt. I take a picture of it. I did not there. Um, anyways, he's basically like, I'm ready. I'm willing to, oh, he goes, hey, Jerica, I agree that so-and-so is out of line here. So-and-so or so-and-so, do you either of you know Linda? Oh, sorry. Let's call her Lisa.
Lisa.
I am, it's not her name, so it's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm inclined to send her an email and recommend that she not participate in the HOA going forward. Let me know your thoughts. All over the email that I just read to you out loud, which
Yeah.
isn't like crazy harsh, but she just doesn't understand. And that's something that I said to the president. Like, I was like, I just don't think she really is understanding how this HOA works.
No.
Like, and she's also like kind of coming at me with like a very heavy tone. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, I don't really feel like it's justified, and I kind of just want somebody to have my back while I
Yeah.
kind of go through this. And then her and I got into it on Facebook because she started jumping in on the HOA Facebook and like telling people how she disagrees with how it's like how it's changing and all these things like and I'm just like, please regard your concerns to the board, please.
Yeah.
You know, um like whatever. And then she private messages me and then goes on more about how basically how much I suck. And then
What a
I was
bitter
like,
lady.
please. So I go, please contact the board. I'm no longer going to be, I no longer can have contact with you. I'm not going to communicate with you anymore. Like, you need to contact the board. Like,
Yeah.
that's it, you know? So then, this is the final little bit that I just love this guy for this because he like really had my back and it made me feel like
Hell
so
yeah.
good. He goes, um, Dear Lisa, thank you for your messages regarding HOA communication, peer fees, and mailbox access. We recognize, so she had also sent all of them a very nice toned letter or email
Mm-hmm.
to them that I had to forward because she sent it to the HOA email, which I check. So I had to forward it to all of them, which she doesn't know. Like, oh, that's
Oh my
happening.
god,
Anyways,
yeah.
so they're reading it. So they finally come up with a response today. And he goes, we recognize that owning a rental property from out of state presents logistical challenges, and we appreciate your interest in improving the flow of information. From now on, please direct any communication regarding frustrations with the HOA to the board members and not to Jerica. Also, we will be happy to return your dues if you're unhappy with the HOA operations, such that you no longer want to participate in the HOA. Then he goes to clarify a few points and has like 4 bullet points that literally like slapped each thing she was complaining about of like why that doesn't work in this HOA. which is what
Yeah.
I had been telling her, but she just wanted to fight with me,
Oh
right? So I was
yeah.
like, all right, over it. You know exactly how this goes, right? Then he goes, um, he talks about the PO box and how it was we didn't refuse payments. That it was suspended. He actually has my back even further, saying that it was outside of our control due to the post office failing to notify us that PO
Nice.
box were
Yes, throw
due.
them under the bus.
I was like, yes, thank you.
Fuck yeah.
And he's like, this has been addressed. And he also goes, because she was saying how some things were secretive, right? And he goes, it's also not accurate to characterize any fee change or communication policy as secret. I'm just like, this guy's railing this chick. Okay, so then he goes, um, we encourage participation and open dialogue, and everything if you come to, interested in hearing requests from the HOA members. That said, the tone and accusations in your email to Jericho are not constructive, and as the HOA board, we will not allow Jericho to be bullied or harassed by members. We expect all communications to maintain a standard of respect and cooperation befitting our community. We will discuss with Jericho the possibility of sending HOA meeting minutes out by email in the fall subsequent to the busy summer season. Sincerely, President. I was just like, I read that and I was like,
That is beautiful.
dude, homie had my back.
Yes, that's how
No,
it should be.
beautiful. I was so worried that maybe they would, because there's one of the board members that definitely wouldn't have my back like that if it was just him on the board.
Well, they're
He'd
an
be
asshole.
kind of a dick. Yeah. So, but the other two are really cool. Hold on, what is happening? Who's that? Oh. Pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, we're doing dinner on Friday. What's tomorrow? Thursday? What the heck? Anyways, got invited to. Who's Leland and Chris? Who's Leland? I don't know who Leland is. I don't know anyone named Leland.
That's an interesting
What the
name.
fuck?
Leland.
Yeah, Goof. I actually wanted to talk to you about that because obviously dinner, but what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just being a
well,
troll.
it's still just been it was still just building up because Kona's pretty bad at letting me plan. So from what I've heard, there's a family dinner on Friday. I don't know time, so there is a chance for a later evening gaming. Not 6:30, but maybe a little after. Otherwise, probably skipping. But I need to know. I don't, because it's barbecue, so it could be early 4 because there's all a bunch of kids. So yeah, and we could maybe do Saturday. Maybe even. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyways. Yeah, I just don't have times yet, which is kind of. It's like this a lot with his family. Sometimes. Oh, we don't know. And then I just feel I actually feel he gets the information and then it stays there and then it doesn't come out.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, I'll keep you posted. This week has gone by really fast so far. I was really excited this morning. I checked my text messages and I was supposed to clean 2 houses today.
Uh-huh.
And one of them actually had canceled a while back and I didn't put it in my calendar. And it was such a win.
Nice.
Of realizing I didn't have to do it. I was like, yes. Anyways.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks to not have that money, I guess, in the working sense, but I've been working a lot lately.
You deserve a break.
It's summertime. I work so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's the other HOA story.
Love
I don't
it.
think there's another one other than people just being snarky and just weird. Bitchy about the PO box, bitchy about things that are fucking up. You know what? Sorry. I fucked up this year. I didn't have my shit together. I've fucked you all over and I'm sorry. Let me do better, okay?
But is it that dramatic though? Are people
I
gonna
don't personally
die?
think so.
I think
No, and they just
I think they'll be fine.
they're freaking out about getting like access to the pier. It's ridiculous. It's like, yes, you'll get access to the pier.
This is oh my
Like,
god.
relax. You know,
Some people just be so dramatic.
they really are. Can I help with anything?
No, I would just like redoing, like readjusting the shelf, so then all the flours
Nice.
together, the cereals together with some sugar and some tuna on top. Like the pastas are kind of together now. The sauces are all together. The teas and coffees are together with some milk.
Beautiful.
I've just been like, just I don't know, just
Yeah. Reorganizing, listening to the story, keeping busy.
exactly. I love
Mm-hmm.
doing it
See, I can't do things when I tell the story because I have to talk with my hands.
for sure.
So, and then you're like listening, like powering through, like reorganizing the whole story.
I
I'm like,
like
hell yeah.
I listen best to really
Yeah.
anything when I'm like doing something.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
like when I'm like doing something with my hands, like well, like we talked about this, so when like I was asking you like with like Handmaid's Tale, do you do something with your hands whilst watching it, like play on your phone or I don't know, play a game like on the side, because like even in general, like I cannot just sit there and watch TV. I can't do it. It's not my skill. I can't do it. I
I
don't
have to have my phone
understand.
nearby me. So, like, if I want to check my phone or like I start asking questions about an actor because I'm one of those weirdos who's like,
Yes. I
hey,
need to know
that's that
everything
one
about
guy
them.
from that one show. Remember that one show we watched that one time?
And then you
That
gotta
guy's in
Google
it.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy for
Oh yeah.
sure. Oh, it's
Like
terrible. I mean, it's
I've
great, but you know.
always wanted to make an app or something, or like something where like you
Hmm.
can be like this like actor's name and this like actor's name. What shows have they been in together? I
Oh,
because like there's sometimes when I'm like, those two have been in a show together. What the fuck?
does
But where did I
IMDb
see
not do
them?
that?
No,
Really? Hmm.
it just tells you what shows they've been in, and I'm like, but I
Hmm.
want more detail. I
Yeah.
want to know
Like
more.
you want to be
But
able to like connect them and let it
connect
like
the
spit out all
dots.
the information. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. But I'm the same. Like if I see somebody that I'm like, who is that? I recognize that
Like,
person. I'm like, TV show, character name, actress, and then like I need to figure out who they are. But then sometimes it backfires because I find out they die.
oh,
But that's my own fault. That's the risk I'm willing to take. So then I can figure out who they are.
Kona's been watching this like new. No, it's not new. It's new to us. It's older. Oh, sorry. It's a Star Trek.
Oh.
But it's like basically it's like one of them that's like the prequel before. It's basically in the session of time where they've just kind of left Earth, kind of like how Xenon was in a way. But it's like
Hmm.
Star Trek. Do you remember Xenon?
Fun. No. I
Oh
did.
God,
I never watched any Star
that
Treks
wasn't.
except for the movies, like
Oh,
the
so
new
Xenon.
movies.
Well, Xenon's like a Disney movie,
Oh.
and she is like she lives on a space station in space, but she can like there's like a space shuttle that like goes back and forth from Earth to space. Like it's super cool. It was a great
Oh.
show, a movie. It wasn't a show. It was a movie. Anyways, it reminds me of that is what I meant to say. But anyways, I'm like we usually watch this in bed before, we go to sleep or whatever, and I'm like watching with him and there's this one guy on there and I'm like, "Hey, there's that guy. This is where your app would be perfect. There's that guy and I don't know his name, but he was in that movie with Denzel Washington." And you could be like, Denzel Washington. I can't remember the name of the movie now again, but like I found the movie. I
Yeah.
forget what it was, but he was ended up being like Denzel Washington's like friend or cop friend or somebody, and he kind of sounds like
Hmm.
nerdy or whatever. But I was like, it's that guy. I don't know. I love identifying actors because they have to go through so much like makeup sometimes to play a role.
Or like it's
And
been
it's
like
like
a long
sneaky.
time since
Mm-hmm.
since you've seen them. Like one of the shows where like we're watching. I'm the rookie,
Mm-hmm.
and then like there's this doctor on it, and I'm sitting there going, I recognize her, but like I have no idea who that fucking is. And then I'm like, fine, I'll look up her name. But if I find out she died, I'm gonna be super annoyed. And then I found her, and I'm like, oh, you're from Heroes. Like that's the last thing I've known her from. And like, oh, you're the
Yeah.
fucking yeah. But yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
have to like if I see somebody that I recognize, I'm like, I need to Google who the fuck they are
Yeah.
and what they've been doing and what role I know them from. The only one that throws us through a loop every fucking time is you've seen X-Men, right? Like the
No,
X-Men movies? Ah, there's a
but that's
character
okay.
in that franchise. I think he's like the Iceman, but he has an actor twin. Like he has a twin. Like his brother also acts. We never know which one is in anything.
Oh
Like
no.
it's like is it Iceman or is it the guy from like Smallville? But that doesn't help too because they were both actually in Smallville at different times, but they are like identical. And we're like, we
Wow.
can never tell them apart. Like he's in the show too, and then like we're like, is it Iceman or is it someone else? Is it the other one? The other one that we don't really
Are
know.
they twins?
They're twins.
They are
Like
twins.
identical twins, and we
Okay.
never know
Wow.
which brother is in a fucking show.
Who's
Who
who?
is who? We don't know. Like for the longest time, I thought they were the same person. Until Jordan's like, nah, that dude's got an actor twin, and I'm like, are you shitting me? So
Wow.
every time I've seen him, I don't know now if it's been him or his twin. I literally have
Oh.
no idea. It's
Oh
fucking
no.
crazy.
That's a trip.
Yeah, like
Wow. Are you guys gonna see the new Superman?
of course we are. Like,
Like in theaters?
yeah, Jordan wants to
Yeah.
see it in IMAX. Like
Cool.
that's how
Yeah.
how pumped he is for it.
He's the Superman guy.
Oh,
That's
he
right.
loves
Just like I
Superman.
am. I love Superman too.
Oh, and so yeah, we
And
might splurge and go and see it like in IMAX, which
that's
is
cool. You should.
it's fun, but it doesn't. The IMAX doesn't have the comfy chairs like our other theater does. But I
Oh,
told him I'm willing to sacrifice my comfort for your IMAX viewing.
that's nice of you, Chelly.
I know.
That's a very nice compromise.
Yeah. But yeah, Jordan's pumped
Uh,
for it. He's so excited. Now I think it's going to be really good. I
yeah,
think it's actually going to be good. So,
it looks good. I saw a trailer for it when we went and saw the Minecraft movie, and
yeah.
and I was like, and John was like, oh, what's oh? And I was like, I
Oh, that's
wonder.
awesome.
I don't know how like graphic it is or whatever, but I wonder if John could watch it. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But there's a dog. There's a super dog.
There's a dog. Crypto.
I don't know his name. I
I
don't
think his
know.
name's Crypto.
I don't know enough about Superman. Not gonna lie.
Hi, Captain Superman.
Superman.
Guys were trying to stay up late. There, I watched the show. It was like 7, 10. Both anymore.
He's tired. 7:10. Wow. That's funny. Our kids are like not getting with the like summer schedule yet. They're not like staying up late yet.
Oh no.
They just well, we kind of have long days. Like they come to work with me and they like it's a lot going on, you know?
Yeah.
They're playing, they're running around it's a new house every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, ooh, what's this? What's this furniture? What's this bed? What's this closet? What's this thing? And then it's like, okay, let's veg on the couch with the tablet for a little while. Okay, let's go run and find mom and harass her for a minute. So then it becomes oh my gosh. I got to see a baby robin leap out of its nest today.
Oh my god.
It was so cool, but it was actually kind of sad at the same time because he like hit the gas meter that was right under it and like bounced,
Oh.
but then like landed, still stayed on the gas meter. But there's these people that have been working on our street that have been working on like on our gas lines or something. I don't know what they're doing. I'm confused. They're digging holes. There's equipment. They have a stop and go flagger guy on a dead end street. It's all very confusing. If it's just
That else.
oh god, it's just
Like, do-
I just do whatever I want now, and they just like are like, "Thank you, ma'am." Like, literally, ma'amed me yesterday.
Oh my
'Cause I was like,
God.
all right, I'm leaving." He goes, "You're all clear, ma'am," and I'm just in my head like, "Yeah, no shit. I can see that there's no vehicles over there, like, and I can see that there are no vehicles over here,
Oh my
Like,
lord.
and all of your heavy equipment's just chilling. So I'm pretty sure we're fine."
Oh my god.
Anyways, I saw the little rabbit, and then I saw the dad. I'm pretty sure it's the dad because the dad has the like darker head feathers, right? Like I think the mom has like lighter brown. And he's like flying around. He's kind of stressing, and then like he's waiting, and then the baby bird that was chilling that jumped out hopped off the gas meter, and like finally decided. I think he might have been a little, surprised with himself that he just ate it out of the nest. Like, oh shit, I just did that. His first fall into adulthood.
Yeah.
Like I watched it. It was so
That's
magical.
awesome.
And he hopped over the Snoop Dogg's little underdeck thing. And then he hopped into her wheelbarrow, and I was like, oh, uh-oh. He's gonna get stuck in there. So he didn't know. You saw him like kind of flapping, trying to flop out. You see the dad like flying around, like
Yeah.
stressing. He's stuck in there. And the other two babies are just sitting there like peeking over. Like,
Like what?
should we go? I don't know if we should go.
Safe?
Yeah, and then little guy got out of the wheelbarrow, met up with the dad, and they were hopping together, picking up bugs from the ground.
Aww.
And all the while, my kids are watching this whole nature experience. It was so cool.
That's awesome.
So then one of the like pipeline guys walks up, and he's hard hatted and got the vest on, says safety first, and humna. And I go, hey, I don't like. And I'm standing in my backyard, and he like looks at me and go, hey, this is a little bit of like a nature topic. Like, just want you to know it's not like that important. But he goes, he looked at me like, what? Like all confused, like as if he didn't hear anything I just said.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, man, look, this isn't a big deal, but there is a nest with baby robins right above where you guys could be working today. Just be aware that they might just yeet themselves out of there on you. Like, it's not a big deal, but just be prepared that they're like trying to leave the nest to fly.
Yeah.
So you could see some really cool shit, or just like not give a fuck at all, but just they're coming out today. All right. So just be aware.
Yeah.
Because he was like kind of acting all like tough. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, just listen to me. This is a cool moment. And I have to leave now. So like, watch the shit. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I've never experienced that. I've always like, especially with these robins, because we've been here long enough that we've seen them build a new nest like several years in a row now. And I finally see one like actually leave the nest, and they grow so fast. Like within 2 weeks, they are like these plump little birds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're just these little ugly little rat-looking things. Not rats, but they don't look
Basically
cute when they're
rats.
little.
Yeah.
They're very ugly. All birds, really.
Yeah.
They're not cute when they're like tiny. So yeah, that was my other funny little story. I don't think I have any more funny stories. So
I loved it.
it's been a lot.
That was
Yeah.
worth the wait. I was. So
Was it worth the
excited.
wait?
So worth the wait.
Okay. Because there's gonna be more to come. I feel like with this HOA.
Oh yeah.
And the fobs. Oh, I have to get the fobs. I have to put all the people who paid into the software on the laptop, and then pack up their keys. Saucy. Yeah. Oh,
Saucy.
cool. And mail those out on Friday. God. I am taking tomorrow off. I'm going to the farmer's market
Nice.
with one of John's classmates from kindergarten and his mom. Like, they're good buddies. So we're going to be doing some little farmers market actually, which is like down at a beach with a playground. So like we're gonna do a little. I don't know what we're gonna get yet, but I definitely want to get like some delicious like cherry tomatoes and
Hell yeah.
what else? What do you ever go to farmers markets, or like if you were to go, what would you get?
The one that's in our like part of town is on Wednesdays, so no. But if I did go, I would go for like the fruit, maybe if they have eggs,
Eggs.
some bread if they have some good like special bread. Yeah, that's like the main thing that I would look for.
I don't get any of this type of food, so like there's usually like an Indian food vendor with like chutney and naan and
Yum.
samosas and just like all of that deliciousness. So I like to grab
Awesome
cilantro
samosas.
chutney, some samosas, the potato. What is that? The potato. I think it's not stuffed naan, but there's another one. It's like there's a couple and then one spinach. Anyways, delicious because we don't have that type of food up here very much. And if you get it from the grocery store, I just feel like
It's not like real.
I don't know. It's not the same. It's prepackaged trash, you know.
Yeah.
But
like, in a pinch is like it's worth it, right?
It's worth it in a pinch. It's like gets the flavors right, but it just doesn't taste as good. So I'll probably hit up that guy and then probably get some fruits for the kids. They love, you know, the peaches and the nectarines. I don't know what's in season right now, but I'll find out. They have like a lot of like other like vendors, as you know, like jewelry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it's like hopping in our town. Like it's very popular now. So I'm kind of like, I wonder if we're going to meet up like around 10:30, 11. And I'm like, it's probably a sketch time. It's going to be so busy. I'm going to have to figure out like a good, yeah, because the bear, I told you this, right? Broke into my car.
Yes.
Okay. So my window is just like open. So I got to find like a safe place to park because there's a lot of people up here. So I can't like be as trusting as like I normally would. So I got to figure out a good parking spot for that. To me, I feel like farmers markets are best like towards the end of the session of the farmers market because you get like all the shit like super cheap because they're like closing out and they want to like try to sell stuff. Yeah. Not like, you know, hopefully it doesn't like hurt them, but at least it's like saves my pocketbook a little.
Yeah.
Because it's like this shit's really good, but it's also like sometimes really expensive though.
Yeah.
Farmers market. Really going at it. Look at these signs. Beautiful. Fruits.
Fruits.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Serial murders.
Like a serial killer. I should say serial killer. There,
I love that. No, that's perfect. Creepy pastas. Oh, I see the theme. Okay, I'm with you.
Flowers.
Survival.
I couldn't
Saucy.
think of flowers. What is the flowers? I don't know what to call that one.
Flowers. Yeah, I like flowers. There is a lot of flour. You're right, huh?
Yeah, there's so far three different types.
And then rice. Is that rice on the bottom?
No, it's cat food.
Oh, it's cat food.
The rice is over here.
I see the cat now. Oh, it says rice on the package.
Should we start a day?
Yes, let's do it.
Perfect. Ugh, what did I have in the Discord?
So I was gonna say, what's going on with you in your life? Because
check if
I feel like I've talked a lot.
Let me check.
Which is rare.
I did want to talk because I kept on. I'm like forgetting because they like casted like they announced the cast for Survivor fit season 50. And like they're bringing like the whole cast is going to be like previous Survivor Survivor players.
Makes sense.
And they're bringing back the one guy you knew, the guy that's the husband of the announcer. Fuck, that's early.
So I just started watching that season today.
Who, Joe?
Joe. And John popped up because it was the first episode, and they're climbing through like the muddy pit, and they have to climb. I'm like, fuck that shit. But like, also like, dang,
Yeah.
because they really, some people just like fly through that shit.
What's up, Keynes?
John's
Thanks
like,
for that raid.
hi, Canes. Hi, Fables.
Keynes.
John's like, why are they doing that? I'm like, it's a competition. They have to do that to try to like win.
Yeah.
He was like, whoa. I'm like, we'll have to watch more of this, kid. Like, I'm like, cool. I think I got a survivor buddy.
Oh no, Brad. Bread.
Yeah. So, oh, what?
I didn't put
Oh, you're okay.
the bread back out. I think we're good.
It's okay.
There you go. Fix it.
We're fine.
We're good. We're good. So yeah,
How's Keen's doing?
So
go ahead.
Joe was cast in like in season 50, which I'm actually excited about because I feel that Joe's season that he just played, he played like shit. In my opinion.
Really?
In my opinion, he plays like shit. Like, you're on episode 1, so I don't really want to spoil it now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's all
So
good.
him and like Eva, like the girl with like autism, they build this fucking bond, and they're fucking linked the entire match, the entire show, which I feel tanked his game, tanked it.
Ooh,
Because everything he did, like, first of all, I'm not gonna lie, you're not watching the best season. Not gonna lie.
That's okay.
I thought it was actually like kind of shit. Like, I really didn't like it because, like, they're all like, oh, we want to play an upfront game. Like, we're not going to lie. We're not going to betray people. And, like, they fucking...
That's never fun.
They fucking kept it up to, like, the very end, which I don't like. I'm here for the backstabbing. Yeah. I'm here for the blind sides. I'm here for betrayal.
The jaw drops. Yeah.
I'm here for crying. Make someone cry. Make someone cry. And, like... Eva. At first I'm like, oh, cool, like this Eva chick seems pretty cool. By the end, I can't stand her. I could not fucking stand her.
Shit.
Because she didn't suffer enough. She didn't. And like, because she teamed up with all the bulky dudes, because she's a bulky chick, and she pretty much didn't. I can't say too much without spoiling this season for you now, but
it's okay.
Like,
yeah,
she
didn't give it her all.
She gave it her all. It's just every reward challenge that involved food, she was on it. Every fucking time. Even when she didn't win it, they still picked her to go on the fucking reward challenges. And I'm like,
that's rude.
Why?
Yeah.
Even people that like are clearly not friends with Eva picked Eva.
Weird. And I just felt bad for her?
I don't fucking know, because she was more fed than anyone else on any fucking tribe. And she had like
weird.
And like she had the safety of like Joe and like Shaheen and whatever that other guy, like the guy that's like the stunt double guy, or I can't remember his name. David?
I'm still learning everybody. I don't know.
David.
I actually only know Joe's name right now because I think I'm really only half into the first episode because I had to leave to go to work this morning.
Yes.
So you're not like spoiling anything for me with names, like
okay.
And it would literally be like, this is what Shelly was talking about.
One of the best one of the best. I call them characters, even though
they are kind of.
I love Star. She was a fucking character. She is like I'm chaotic, in the funniest fucking way.
Oh, I love it.
I love her, but like the fucking jocks drive me fucking crazy because like they stuck to it the entire time. They're like, oh, we're gonna play a nice, clean, fair game, and like that's not what Survivor is. God damn! But I think having Joe on, like season 50, I think we're gonna truly see what his game's like.
The fight. So, like, his actual competitiveness.
Because we saw it twice where he got a little, paranoid twice. And, like, oh, there are cracks, but because you're in the top, right, like, for the entire fucking game, we didn't see those cracks. But I guarantee you, playing against some of these other people and not having Eva there to focus on. I think we're gonna
Mhm.
see a totally different side of Joe, and
Ooh, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited for this one. I'm like, I can't. I think he's. I have a feeling because we saw like glimpses of it, like very short, little glimpses. I think he's gonna be like paranoid and kind of panicky, which I love that. I love when a good player is like paranoid. I love it.
Oh yeah, when they're like feeling a little out of their element of like what they think
Yeah, and
because they think they can be better than everything.
No, because his whole thing is like, can I trust that person? Are they talking? Like,
Ah,
is that paranoia that I love? And,
sure,
like,
sure.
he's not quite sure about
Ooh.
his team members that he's formed. And
We're gonna have to watch that Trader show too.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, interesting. I haven't seen any of this yet. I have literally seen them smiling. They got on the fucking island. They're so stoked. We talked to a couple people. They meet Jeff, and then we're doing our first challenge. Like boom, and they're just like sloppy, muddy, like shit in their eyes. Like it's just a mess. And I'm just like,
teeth.
wow, we are like right in it. Like we go right in this shit.
We
I'm
don't
not
fuck around like on Survivor.
Yeah, seriously, like I'm not 100% familiar, so I'm like, okay, we're just going right in, which makes sense
Because
you know,
you're watching like what's called like the new era of Survivor, where it's only 29 days, I believe, where like in the past it was 30 something days.
Oh wow, okay.
And then it got cut because of COVID and this and that. And then now they do every season in fucking Fiji. For like, they basically bought
an island.
They bought an island for Survivor.
Wow.
Which I'm like, okay, fine. Budget wise, I guess that makes sense.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
like it's never gonna be like season 3, I believe, where they were in Africa, and they had to take turns like sleeping because there were actual lions out,
like threats.
It's never gonna be like that again.
Mm-mm.
But I do wish that in season 50 that we went back to 2 tribes instead of 3. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the 3 tribes. Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, other than at the end you have like the final 3 and then the last one's the winner kind of deal. I get that, but like,
But like the final 3 doesn't for sure say that.
I feel like it doesn't matter, huh?
Like it's one person per tribe, because at some point they're gonna merge. And make one tribe, which also drives me nuts, because the next 2 challenges after the merge, they still split up into 2 teams, and why did we even merge?
Yeah, why? What's the point?
Why did we merge? I fucking hate the post-merge challenges for the first 2 to 3 challenges. After their water source was where the animals drank and pooped, so getting water. Yes, the early seasons were wild. Wild. The best season, if you ever want to watch an old season, is let me just make sure I get the name of this one correct. What season of Survivor has Johnny Fairplay? Pearl Islands. If you ever want to watch a
Pearl Island,
phenomenal season.
Okay.
It's still
lots of drama.
Still to this day is one of my favorite seasons. I can rewatch it several times. It's just
that's a good one.
It's that good.
Oh, you love it when a show does that, dude.
It
gets you, it hooks you.
I know who's gonna win. I know all of it, but it's a good season, that one. Such a good season.
Yeah, looking forward to continuing forward with this, because I was finally you know what? I should just check it out, you know?
Yeah.
Because I see this guy, Joe, the one we've mostly been talking about, kind of,
Yeah.
and Eva, but Joe, I've been seeing him on social media for several years now.
Really? That's wild. Because
Not
when, like,
on his account.
when you asked me about him and I'm like, how the fuck do you know who Joe is? Like you,
Yeah.
who's like never watched the show, and
Never.
I'm like, what?
But his wife was pumping him up hard on her Instagram, and she is a main announcer for Kings basketball, which is our team.
That's
So I
insane.
see all of his. I was there when I wasn't there. I've met his wife, first of all.
Shit.
Got a picture with her at the end of a game when basketball used to be cool like that, and you could like see the players leave the arena.
Yeah.
It wasn't like all securityed off. You could like do that. And so I got a picture with her before she was an actual game announcer. She would just be on the court like talking about how things were going at certain times. It's a little different. So now she's actually like calling the game and like what's happening in the game. But I don't like how she does it, so it's kind of sucks because I'm not really like, I've kind of like lost fan points, if you will.
Oh no.
'Cause she kind of sucks at it. Like she tries really hard, but like something about her voice that changed where she talks super Southern sounding.
Oh
And it's
yeah,
just
you
very
mentioned
strange
that.
because she's not Southern
Oh my god,
at all.
Like you mentioned her a while
A
ago.
long time
and
ago.
It never
Yes.
got brought up that that's Joe's wife because like
That's
we weren't
Joe's wife. Oh my god, a full circle,
full
dude.
circle.
And then of course those two like have a child,
Yes.
right? Who's Raider she's a little bit older than John, which is her first kid, but his second.
Oh.
Okay. His first kid is a little older, and there was a period of time where there was like no Joe pictures. That kid had to be like face covered. It was like a whole thing on her Instagram, and I'm like, ooh, there's some spicy shit going on in the background in their life. Obviously, you know. Probably baby mama to that kid is like, she's too public. I don't want my kid's face out there. But they've clearly settled that because you see a lot more Joe on her Instagram, and that kid is also on there with no like stickers on his face or anything in pictures.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting because like I'm just seeing like literally the Instagram side of their life,
Yeah.
and I've never followed him because
Oh, I don't follow
Honestly,
him 'cause
he
I wasn't a fan, honestly.
kind of like, yeah, I don't know, something about him like kind of weirds me out, and I don't even know him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. But
You're gonna love like if this is your like first like I'm sure I mean you've seen clips, but if this is your first time
I think
like
I've
diving
seen Survivor
into,
way back in the day as a child,
Yeah.
but like it's been a long time.
I think you're gonna enjoy because you haven't like seen the other seasons. Like for
Yeah.
what's one of the new eras that I really love that I actually like really enjoyed the cast, if we want to call them. It's the one with Kenzie. One sec. Kenzie. It's season 46. I think is a really good season. So yeah,
Okay.
it's fun.
Well, that's pretty recent too.
Like the people on it, they're fun. But
Yeah, and it's kind of fun because I watch these other reality TV shows where Survivor people will be on them,
yes,
and I don't even know who these people are.
Yes, like
So that's kind of like entertaining.
like I'm on that what are we gonna watch? I'm a
Traitors.
like I'm a Traitors like Boston Rob like was like on it.
He was on that
season.
last year.
And then also
last season.
Caroline, which Caroline
Yes, and
is-
she's a trip and a half.
she's a trip and a
Oh
half.
my god.
What season is
I'm like,
Caroline's
how is this
season?
chick even on Survivor? I'm thinking to myself.
No, like Caroline,
Sure, she's great, but
she took me
She's
a
fucking
little bit because
whack-a-mole.
I was like, who is this chick? She was on
yeah.
season 44.
I ended up really liking her at the end of Traders, but initially getting to know her, I was like, oh man, how does this chick handle? And then you start hearing shit she says, and you're like,
She's fucking smart.
she's actually with it.
On her season, she made some good fucking moves. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, Caroline, wow. Holy shit,
Interesting.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, her season was good too.
And there was another Survivor guy named Wes,
It
I
might have
think,
been
that
an
was on
older
Traders
one.
last year. He seemed like he was like Boston Rob era, that like
Okay.
early days kind of ish, maybe,
Yeah.
or maybe a little bit later. I don't really know, but he was on a Survivor
there's
too.
a lot of old seasons that I didn't watch because I went a long time and didn't watch it. So like
Sure.
like maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years. And then
Yeah.
and then just someday I was like, I need Survivor back. I need it. I need it in my life. So like I went on this grand search going, where can I fucking find it? And then I found it on Paramount Plus. They
Yep,
got
that's
all
where
of
I've
it.
watched it too.
Rupert on Pearl, like I'm Islands was my first favorite person on that show. Like Rupert,
Yeah.
when he stole everyone's shoes and sold it, is still one of my favorite moments ever.
That's juicy.
It's fucking juicy. And like
That's juicy.
because like on Survivor, you can often be like called like a good guy and a bad guy.
Okay.
And then at first you're like, oh, he's stealing people's shoes. He's gonna be painted as like this like villain. Nope. He's like the bestest guy out there. And I'm like, did we just like forget that he stole the other team's shoes and sold it and never
He's
told
like-
them?
He's like, fuck it. Like, because I tried to watch one of the recent seasons that you were, I think it might have been last year you were talking about it maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I would.
And I tried because it was somebody who was being sneaky and you're like, oh my God, I can't stand this guy. Like, he's so obnoxious.
Rome.
Like,
Fucking Rome.
yes. And like, I tried to watch that and I like
Some seasons just aren't that good.
couldn't
Not
get
gonna
into
lie.
that one. This one though, I think I'm gonna be able to get into
I think
it.
it also helps that like you kind of know who
I have
Joe
a connection
is.
with somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that like that.
Like we
helps
don't know
for
each
sure.
other at all, obviously, but like
No. But like
it's so weird how full circle this is. With our relationship, the conversations about Survivor, our love for basketball and how the connection is, it's just so weird. It's so weird. And it's funny because I've never had an impression of this guy, but I just seeing him throughout social media, he's made me feel like I just get the ick. I
No,
don't
no.
want to because I'm sure he's wholesome.
he gave me
but, like,
the ick a few times. Like I think
I
he
don't know
thinks
what
that
it
he's
is.
better than everyone else. And there was this
Yeah.
moment in like this season where he randomly brought up the fact that his sister was murdered from like
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
a domestic abuse thing. And I'm just sitting there going, who fucking brought this up? Who brought this
what?
up? And then he has this whole like moment and I'm like, does Joe need more moments? Like Jesus fucking, like at this point I was over Joe.
So
I was
it's funny.
so over him.
Because the very first episode, they start off and they show
painted him
everybody, and
in
they
such a light.
end with him on such a huge light. They end with him.
I
And
know.
then, wow, yeah. Mm-hmm. They
Yeah.
really like hey, cool, good for him, like right on. But also like interesting, like
Yeah.
why? I wonder is it because of wifey's like, she's not like popular, but she might as well be.
Well, they do love to.
Is that
like-
clout?
Like, they love to fuck with us when, like when they edit the show. They sometimes don't paint the entire truth of what actually went on.
That's true. They can
Like-
just paint it as however they want.
Like for instance,
Really?
like a few seasons ago, this one girl won, and she got so much hate because everyone's like, you did nothing. You made no big moves. You just coasted by. And like she came out going, no, I did this. I did this. I did this. They just edited all that shit out. I did a lot
You didn't
and
get to
I
see any
earned
of
that
it.
win. And I'm
Wow.
like I never gave her the hate because I'm like, I felt there was more to it. And I'm like, nah, girl, you earned that win. Like any win, you earn that win. I'm sorry. I don't care if they played a shitty game. And Goofin is talking about there was one season when
Yeah.
someone broke into tears about his grandmother dying. Yeah, that is the same season as Pearl, like I'm Islands with Rupert, and it's the best season I feel ever. Like if you want to watch a classic old one, season 7. Pearl, like I'm Islands is a masterpiece of Survivor. It really is. Like I can name so many moments just from that season because that was season 7. So like I was a child back then, and this season blew my mind. It like to this day I think about some of the fucking moments, and it's such a great season.
Isn't that the best? And it sucks because like nowadays these are just being like pushed out, right? Are we gonna get memorable seasons like
I feel like there's
being on the same island, you know?
There's still some fucking good moments. Like in season like 46 when fucking Liz loses her shit because she wasn't chosen for the Applebee reward. That is still one. Oh my god. You need to Google like just Liz Applebee reward and watch her meltdown. It's hilarious. I watched it and I'm like, oh my god, is she okay? Is she fucking okay? And like she's like she was a lunatic the entire time because it's that chick that's like, I'm allergic to fish, I'm allergic to coconut, I can't eat mangoes, and I'm just like, bitch, why are you there?
Why are you on Survivor?
Why are you on Survivor complaining
what the hell?
Every episode that you can't eat anything? Like, shut up. Like, fucking hate it.
Wow.
Liz. Ugh, Liz. That's a good season, too. But, yeah, like, the season you're on, I think you'll enjoy it because, like, you haven't experienced the other seasons. I love a good backstabbing. That's purely why I watch it, honestly. Mm-hmm. I'm here for the backstabbing. I'm here for betrayal. Nothing is better than when there's two people that clearly hate each other. Like, hate. Like, to the point of, like, there could be a brawl any moment. Like, oh my God.
I live for that on TV.
I live for that. Like, give it to me. It's so good. It's so good. And, like, I feel like the new, like, era, like, I think, like season 50 is going to be very interesting. Because we have some old players. And we have new players. Like, it's, like 50-50 on the new and old. And the new players have never played this new format where it's shorter time. It's go, 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 go. I don't know how they're going to handle that, because ever since we've entered this new era, we've never had old players join. This is the first time in this new era. So I'm very curious how they're going to handle the fast pace of
how old of players are they? You know?
Like, there's people from season 3.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure there's old players. Like there's there's of course two guys like Coach and Ozzy, who's coming back for the 5th fucking time. And I'm just like, you have how many seasons and you bring back Coach? And Ozzy's fine, but Coach, he's so extra. He's so he's going to be such good TV, but I hate Coach. I hate him, but I also love him because I know the shit he's going to cause. I'm here for it. And are the new age people going to get along with the old age people, or is there going to be a generational gap? I hope so. I hope there's going to be.
I wonder if they're going to be old versus new teams, or if there's going to be mix.
It's hard to tell because there's going to be 3 teams. Ozzy was amazing climbing the coast. Ozzy's he's amazing. Mm-hmm. But 5th time, you couldn't have picked anyone else. Not for the 5th time.
No one else probably said yes, maybe.
Well, a lot of them have
or
a lot of them have actually said like I wanted to go on, but I didn't pass like the physical. So that's the thing.
Oh.
So there's some people that are like
That
older,
makes sense.
and also like a lot of them have been on like other shows now, which I heard if it's on another channel, they can't be on like Survivor for 2 years after that.
The contract or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
which like a lot of people were really bummed out because like Boston Rob was like on Traders, and like Boston Rob has been on the show. I don't even know how many times he's been on that show, but he's also said like he's done. He's like, I can't keep going on Survivor, guys.
Yeah, like I can't.
I can't. But like
can't.
We were hoping. We were all like, ooh, is Rob coming back?
That would have been fun to watch because I got to like. I mean, I didn't watch him in Survivor, but I got to watch him in Traders, and he is a sneaky little fucker. He's like, you see, I've been here and done this. I just have to work everybody.
I really want to watch his.
He doesn't make it.
His season. I really want to watch his season.
I'd be happy to.
Because Boston Rob he's so good.
Maybe we do a Handmade and a Traders.
Yeah, we should.
We could do that on Monday.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Because I need to understand what. I have no fucking idea what the show is. Like you told me it's on.
I think you'd really like it.
Among Us, but I'm like, how does that work with a TV show? So I need to understand.
Well, and it's a little bit of Among Us meets a little bit of Survivor because there are games they have to play.
Okay.
And they do
Are they
have
in
like.
teams?
Well, depends on the challenge.
Okay.
But if they're not always on teams, they're usually free until it's actually like challenge.
Do they vote like each other out?
There's a voting table, round
Okay.
table, and there's also the traders. There's usually 2 traders,
Okay.
and the rest. But everyone thinks everyone's a traitor.
Okay.
But they have to really identify who is an innocent and who's a traitor.
So it's that's
That's where it's like Among Us.
It's kind of like I'm the mole on Netflix.
Yes, kind of.
That was a fun show because I saw
Yeah.
a clip where like Boston Rob and Caroline and a third dude was like in cloaks and like they were having like some kind of like secret meeting and the guys are like, what the fuck is Caroline doing? Like, and then I'm like, it's Caroline. No one knows what Caroline's doing.
No one knows.
No one knows what Caroline's doing.
We learned that quick.
You learned that quick. Like,
what is she doing? She knows,
like,
but she doesn't know.
Like, she is just the craziest wild card I've ever seen.
She's a trip.
I love her for that. I love her.
I love it too.
She's hilarious. Like her season, like at first, I'm just like, what is the deal with this chick? I'm very intrigued by her, and then like, you're actually
the way she moves, she's all spacey and
like
weird.
the whole for the first bit, I'm like, did they bring a girl that's on fucking drugs onto the show? Like, what did they do?
I thought the same thing when I watched her on Traders.
But it's just the way that she is, and I'm like,
It's just who she is. But I do believe she's a recovering addict. Like she's in recovery, so like it makes sense why she's a little
like she's
loosey goosey.
In recovery and also like works with like addicts to like get them clean.
Yeah. That's admirable. Wow.
I respect like her whole game. Like her whole game was awesome.
Yeah.
But at first I'm just like, who the fuck? Who did they bring to this show? Like what the hell? Like she's just like screaming and stuff, and I'm like, Caroline, who is like Jeff? How did you bring this to the show?
What are you doing here, man?
What are you doing? But no, they were
oh my gosh.
right. Like she's entertaining on TV, so I'm excited to see her season with Rob. But like,
that's great.
Do you know like the lore of Rob? Like how Rob like started? Like his.
I know. No, go ahead.
Like he was on Survivor like All Stars. Like which like he was on it first, and then he made like such a great impression. He came back like for All Stars, and then he met this this lady, Amber. And, like, for the whole season, like, they're flirty. They were on the same tribe, and then they got, like, split up. And then he made one of the other tribe members promise him to keep her safe. And, like, the whole time, they're, like, making googly eyes. Like, Rob is, like, infatuated with this woman. Like, he is in love with her. So they play the whole game on separate tribes, and then they merge. And they're, like, a little couple. And then at that time in the game... there were like the final two, not final three, and the final two was Boston Rob and Amber in the final two, and then back in the day too, they would do a final vote, and Jeff would be like, I'm taking these like votes, and he like runs away, and he's like skidoos off, and then like a couple months pass, and then they have like a grand like live reunion to read off the votes. So they all show up. They're all looking fancy because they're no longer starving on like an island. And then like they're about to read the votes, and Rob's like, hold on, Jeff. And everyone's like, what's happening here? He gets down on one knee and proposes on live television to Amber, who she wins it, but he still wins it because they're still married to this day. Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
It is.
But also, like, whoa, I was honestly expecting him to be like, I don't know. I didn't expect him to like propose when you were telling the story. I expected him to win.
No, Rob
and, like,
didn't win. Amber
basically
won.
fuck her over.
No.
That is so cool.
Like, he legit fell in love with her and, like, was smitten with her.
Aww.
Yeah, so, like, that's just
I actually love that story.
Like Rob lore.
Because he's such a snake, such a shithead when he plays these games.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, like, to hear that... Wow, what a different perspective. I wasn't expecting that. That's really cool. Aww.
Yeah.
That just melted me a little. That is so cool.
I love Rob.
Yeah, so it's funny because I was kind of like, I'm not sure if I like this guy, blah, blah, blah. Seems shitty, but it's also like, mostly because it's like, he's too practiced. In these games.
Yeah,
he's way too good. He's way too experienced. He knows how these fucking people are gonna work. He knows how to get people against each other. I'm like, but I was glad how his position went in Traders. I thought it was great. He was
I'm excited. Like, I'm very
Yeah.
I was intrigued going, ooh, Rob's on another show that's not Survivor?
Yeah, it's good.
What?
Yeah. I really enjoy that show. I got sucked into it
I'm excited.
the year before last. And then I just watched, this season, and that was with Rob, and that was awesome. And there's a new one coming out, which I'm excited for because we have some Dancing with the Stars guy. We have, what's his name on there?
Mark? Is that his name, Mark?
I think is it Mark?
Mark
I think.
Ballas?
Yes, thank you. And that's really exciting. And there's
intriguing.
I used to watch Laguna Beach, and one of the people from that show, that one of those original reality shows, he's on it, and Taylor Swift's boyfriend,
But the brother,
Travis Kelce, their mom is on the show.
Right, the mom is on the show, but like
I was like, oh my god!
But his brother was on the season before.
No, he might have been on one.
Oh, maybe
prior that I hadn't watched yet. Like way a while back, because I only started after, like I said, when I got really into like the whole Vanderpump Rules thing. But then, well, who was on the first season? Because it wasn't last season. Who was the first season that I watched? I can't remember right now. It had to have been. No, it had to have. No.
Don't know.
Because So I think he was in last season. So everyone starts talking to him because I remember he's in the same season as Caroline. Same with Boston. So I know I watched the season before, but I have no idea right now who was in it. I'm totally. There were like Real Housewives and stuff like that, which I'm like, I don't know who you are. It's rich ladies, whatever. I don't know. Like, it's one show I can't really watch. I really like to. My favorite is Below Deck, and I'm so excited. The next season of it's been announced that the next season of I think Below Deck, either Down Under, which is Australia, or Mediterranean, which is, obviously Greece and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the classic chefs from the original seasons of Below Deck is going to come back as a chef.
Oh,
and
that's
he
fun.
is spicy. His name is Ben. He's British, and he is just, chef's kiss. And
That's fun.
one of the chief stews from one of the sailing Below Decks, because they do like a sailing one, which I've
Oh.
watched, and I'm like, fuck that. You can only do small groups, but you're on a fucking giant sailboat. Like, fuck sailboats, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
You're just
Fuck
like
sailboats.
tilting all the time. Like, fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm not down. I'm good on that. But the chief stew on one of those shows that I've watched, she's gonna be one of the chief stews on that same boat that the chef's gonna be, and it's gonna be.
Oh.
I'm so curious because he has a hard time getting along with a lot of the chief stews, and it's so good. It's just such a good show. I love it.
Drama.
Because it's like you're just watching people work, even though it's like produced, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's so
still fun.
entertaining, and sometimes the guests are like
Ridiculous.
kind of part of the plot line too, because they're just ridiculous. Like one of the episodes recently, they have this like 5-day charter with a huge group of gay porn stars.
Oh my god.
And you're just kind of like, wow, okay, we're really sending it here. And like all the crew members are like, and they like the guests had like requested lube in every room and everything, and
Oh my lord.
some of the workers were like, yeah, no, we're not, we're gonna just set it like they wanted it a certain way, and they were like, no, we're just gonna not do that. So anyways, it's getting entertaining. It's only like 3 episodes in, so it's like
That's good.
we've already had somebody quit because they couldn't handle the show and the pressure of the charter. It was a chef.
No.
He was like, nope, this is not me, and he like fucking leaves.
Oh my god.
And we got a new chef. Yeah, this shit's so juicy. It's just it's so good. So I get the Survivor appeal also, like especially with like, it's just this reality show. Like, give us an objective these people have to like do. Throw a little like backstabbing, throw a little romance, throw a little bit of like, a little minor catastrophe. We're good. We're sold. We're in it.
Yeah.
All we need. And that's
Like-
exactly what you get with Below Deck.
So
Love it.
Good. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next Survivor is season like 49, which I feel is gonna be like extremely, no one's gonna give a shit basically, because we're all,
You think?
Yeah, because everyone's like, we want season 50 like,
Yeah.
but like there's gonna be two cast members from that season that's gonna join, but they can't like announce it yet because the show's not aired yet, so we don't know who they are.
Right.
And then so yeah, but yeah, like I love all the shows. Like I've seen them like Below Deck like clips, and I'm like, this show looks fucking fun.
Right now,
really
it's
good.
this specific one, which is the original Below Deck, but it's like the original Below Deck had this great captain who's too old to be a captain now.
Oh, that's the wrong
Captain
thing.
Lee. He was just like, he'd come up with some of the most ridiculous sayings. Like, how do I drop the fucking box? Can you tell me
Press
first?
F.
Oh, thank you. I've just, as I said it, I did it. But he's like, hold on. Let me find I will not give him justice if I don't do this properly. Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold on. The lines, Captain Lee lines. I hear myself because I opened the browser. Oh my god. I'd rather drag my dick through 10 miles of broken whiskey bottles than to have those assholes on my boat again, is one of the things he'd say.
Oh, my lord.
I'm madder than a pissed on chicken is another one. And he would get away with all this shit. I'm like a one-legged man in an ass kicking contest is what he said when he was like hurting really bad towards the end of his like seasons.
Yeah.
Because he was having like health issues with his sciatica and stuff.
Oh no.
Which is no joke. Because I've never seen a collective group of fucking idiots, such a collective fucking group of idiots in my life. He goes, we're trying a new incentive program. It's called Work Hard or Get Fired. Like, he was just such an old hard ass. Yeah. I'm going to eat someone's ass for dinner was another one. Her mouth wrote a check, her ass couldn't cash. Right now, the pucker effect is so strong, you couldn't drive a straight pin up my ass with a 10-pound sledgehammer. Like, wild. This guy just, like, Captain Lee is just the things that he would just spit out of his mouth. You're just sitting back like, this guy's on live television, but he gets away with it because he's just a fucking captain. Like, yeah, just a sailor. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's such a good show. So good. And I'm actually kind of bored with my like reality shows. That's why I picked up Survivor, because I've watched them all. I finished this whole show called Summer House that Kona got sucked into. And he was like, so it's over? Because he'd like watch certain parts while he would see it. Like, yeah. And he's like, well, what's next? I'm like, well, they made like a Winter House spinoff, but it only has 3 seasons. And I watched the 3rd season already because I liked the people that were on it that were from Below Deck. So I watched all of that. I watched the Winter House from season 1. And it was kind of fun because it has a lot of the same people from the Summer House. So you can kind of see like where they were in that timeline in Summer House and Winter House. But it's a bummer they don't bring Winter House back anymore. I guess it didn't have enough popularity.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's just dumb. You're literally just like watching people party in a house for like several days. It's kind of stupid, but it's entertaining.
But the drama. I'm sure
there's all the drama. There's hookups. Oh, of course, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also like the perspective of it. You're kind of like, this is kind of lame. You know.
When is Dancing with the Stars coming back? I miss it. I feel like
probably this fall.
I feel like it's been like 20 years.
They're actually probably filming it all now, or we're filming it through the winter or something along those lines, and they're going to be editing it, and then no, it's live.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Have I been lied to? It's live.
It is live. For some reason, I had this theory in my head that it was like all pre-recorded.
I was like, what?
But you're right. It's always live. Well, yeah, I guess so.
I just miss it
because in my brain, like, they always have like
the done.
Yeah.
And like, I don't get clips of that because it's over. And I'm like, well, I need my dancing with the stars fixed now. And they don't post enough to satisfy me.
I'm gonna start watching like older seasons probably.
Yeah, that I should just do that, honestly.
That would be actually, you'd probably really enjoy it too, because
yeah, then I can like kind of get to know the real personalities, because I only know them based off of like the one season.
Yeah, one season, and then TikTok influence as well. What happened?
I didn't change the price of the new vegetables and shit. Ugh.
Shit.
My calculator is okay. No,
you're fine.
That's a phone. Oh my god. Oh my god. 265 times 2, $500. Don't buy that. 245 times 2, $450. 699. No, 699 times 2, $1350. Oh, bitch, don't walk in front of me. Oh my lord. Okay, that still worked. Shut up, Patrick. Shut up.
You're way early, Patrick.
So early, but
still light outside. It's funny. It's so
like
much darker here than than your light. It's like dark.
It got bright. Starting at 4 a.m. And I'm just like, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have to put up our I'm blackout curtain, but we're just too lazy.
That's all I have in my house, except for my house. I have one window that doesn't have a curtain on it, and I'm okay with that because I kind of don't like everything else is shielded, which keeps it dark enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, it's morning. Okay, I can like snooze or whatever. I don't know. But everything has the blackout because it's just like it helps with the heat too in our house because like
Yeah.
the sun just blasts the front of our house so much, and it can get really hot inside. But with the blackout curtains, the second you close it, right when the sun starts kind of hitting the front of the house, it really takes a lot of the heat out.
Nice.
It's nice. Mm-hmm.
What else did I have on my list of things? I
Do
was
tell.
gonna mention that the new one, but like Lilo and Stitch is out, which I haven't watched. But when it comes onto Disney Plus, I promise you I will be fucking watching that because I love the like original movie. Love it.
Well, I know somebody who posts on Facebook far too frequently. She lives on the East Coast, but she's like constantly on there. And she actually, I think, is having her or has had her baby. She was like super pregnant, but she went and saw the Lilo and Stitch movie, and she's like a huge fan.
Yeah.
She was very disappointed.
I heard a few things where I'm like,
So-
okay, I can understand
Yeah.
why people didn't like certain changes. Like they did make stupid fucking changes. Like
Yeah.
for instance, the movie opens up and it shows a fish eating a peanut butter sandwich. And okay,
That's weird.
and then like the whole thing is that like Lilo is late for like hula lessons because she had to go feed Pudge, the fish, this like peanut butter sandwich because if she doesn't do that, something bad's gonna happen. And they changed the sandwich to like ham, and I'm like, why would you change that? It's so stupid.
Is that to be inclusive for people who have a peanut allergy?
I don't fucking know, but I don't care.
Because that's technically against the religions that are like Christianity who can't eat pig.
I don't know, but
That's rude. I disagree with that change.
I was offended by that because I'm like,
Yeah, no doubt.
because like the hula teacher asked like, why didn't you give Pudge like the tuna like a tuna sandwich? And she's like, Pudge is a fish, tuna's fish, like you can't feed fish, like dude. And I'm like, I can understand the annoyance of that. And then they took out
Patrick.
like the character, I can't remember his fucking name, but he's like the big guy who's like trying to get like Stitch back to the ship, like the like the captain basically of this like alien
He's
squad.
not in the movie?
He's not in the movie, which I'm like, weird.
What?
Okay, fine.
He's like part of the whole thing.
Strange choice. Okay, and then like the whole
Yeah.
like Jumba, who's like voiced by Galifianakis. In the movie, he has a Russian accent. In the live action, it's just Galifianakis talking, and everyone's like, "Could you just not do like a Russian accent? Like, what's the dealio? Like,
Yeah, what's going
why?"
on there?
And
That's
then,
weird.
like, apparently, one of the because like there's aliens that are on Earth, but they can't show themselves, so they like have like disguises.
Okay.
And then in the cartoon, one of the aliens would dress like a chick when he's like a boy, and it's like part of a shtick. And like they
Right.
didn't do that, and fans are like,
But
come
why?
on, but why? And then
That makes no sense.
from what I heard about the ending, I'm like, yeah, you guys deserve it. You guys deserve this hate because like you guys are idiots and you missed the point of the whole movie. From what I heard, like I said, I haven't seen it, but
Right.
I'm just gonna spoil it. The whole plot of this
That's fine.
movie is about family and sticking together.
Family.
Like that's it's Ohana, family. It's the plot of the fucking movie, and at
That's the
the
whole point.
and I don't like you've seen like the original movie, right? Or have you
Of
not?
course.
Okay, so
Of
like
course.
you know that
Big.
Lilo and Nani's parents die, and it's about like Nani trying to make ends meet and make sure that she doesn't lose her sister. That's
Mm-hmm.
literally the main premise of the entire movie.
100%.
And apparently at the end of the live action movie, she gives Lilo up to the to be given to like the adoption agency, and like their next door neighbor adopts her, and then like Nani fucks off to fucking well, they're in America, but like the mainland America to go to school.
What?
Yeah, and
Oh
I
no.
hope that maybe I like misread that or someone was just like fucking around, but I don't think they were, because other people have this opinion too, and I'm like, did you watch the movie that this is based off of? That's about
That's
family
insane.
and sticking together. Like what?
I hate it when they do that to movies. That really sucks.
Like if that's the case, I'm gonna be legit mad. And then I found out, which I didn't know. Like I didn't know this. Like, do you know like how to train
Yes.
dragon movies? So the director of the original movies also directed Lilo and Stitch. Like he was the creator for both of them. But you know how like there's a live action how to train your dragon out now?
It's just coming out, yeah.
Yeah, he directed that too. Like he stuck with it.
Oh.
And like
Okay.
somebody asked him like did the Lilo and Stitch crew reach out to you about anything about the movie, and he's like, no one came to me, no one asked me anything, no one, like they didn't want me involved. And I'm like, but yet you're directing
But he was directing it?
this other movie that he
Weird.
birthed basically, and yet they
Wow.
don't want you involved with this other live action that you should be part of. Like it was a weird, and then another
That's strange.
weird thing that I'm like makes me question, like, did you even watch the original movie and understand it? Because you know, like the whole gag throughout the entire movie that there's a larger white man with his ice cream walking around, and like
Yeah.
like Lilo takes like pictures of like all the foreigners, because let's be real, Hawaiians don't want foreigners there. They're tired.
Right.
They're tired of all the touristy stuff. They're tired of that
Totally get
shit.
it. Yep.
The ice cream man was not. He was cast as like a Hawaiian man, and everyone's like, I don't think
Oh,
you
no.
understood this role. That this
Like what his significance was.
Yeah. It was a Hawaiian man, which is like totally cool.
Wow.
Like they need rules too, but like this role is about how they don't want tourists, so it should have been kept as a white man. That like they poke fun at because they don't want tourists on their island.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. Like there's a lot of like little things where I'm like, why? Like
The live action Disney movies are they only did it right, I felt like, with Beauty and the Beast.
That's the only one that's good
So far that I've seen that I really liked.
Snow
That
Snow
didn't
White's
get
out.
manipulated in any way.
Yeah. In any
I
way,
didn't see Snow White, and I don't really want to.
I kind of want to, because I think that
But-
like Rachel Ziegler is an amazing singer, and that's
Okay.
literally the only reason I want to watch it, is because she's an amazing singer.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
poor girl went through the ringer with her press with Snow White, though.
but it's also like her own fault.
I mean,
Like,
she kind of caused her own issues,
Like
yeah.
she wouldn't shut the fuck up.
No.
Like
So true.
like she was trying really hard to be like Jennifer Lawrence, but majority of people were like over her at that time, so it's like that's not the best like role model right now. It's Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. No, Jennifer Lawrence kind of
She fell off the planet.
she fell off. She's having babies. She's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a bunch of weird plastic surgery.
She just living her best like Hunger Games life with all that.
Yeah, she's
Hunger
doing
Games
her own
money.
thing. There was just so much controversy with her and Miley Cyrus and what's his name and
Oh yeah.
remember that a long time ago?
Yeah.
And like, of course, most people went on Miley's side because yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see that on. Yeah, I don't know unless the kids are into it, which they haven't really shown a lot of interest in Lilo and Stitch, the movie on its own. But you know, it's fine. I've watched a lot of the Disney movies so far.
Nice.
I've definitely watched it, but it wasn't one that like they were like, oh, I want to. They were stuck on it, you know? Yeah.
Which ones have been those movies?
Well, kind of more modern-ish ones like Toy Story and when Pixar got involved. But I want to say out of like all of them, John was really into Alice in Wonderland for a while.
Really?
When he was little, he loved watching Alice in Wonderland. Like when he was like 3.
Wow.
3 or 4. He was really into it, and it didn't weird him out, which I was like, okay, because that would have really weirded me out as a kid. But he hasn't watched it as he's gotten a little older, so I don't know, but yeah, they're a little bit more into the Pixar stuff now. But
makes sense.
Lion King was a solid go-to. What else did we watch? Oh, A Princess and the Frog was a good one for a while.
I still have not actually
I really
seen
like that
movie.
one. I think he'd really like it. It's that's a good one. What else have we really enjoyed? I guess that's really kind of the older kind of ones. We haven't watched Snow White. We haven't watched like, and if we did, it was like it was like lack of interest. Like we started it and it was like meh.
Yeah.
Like Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty. Like they're kind of old, kind of hard to watch. The music sounds weird.
Yes.
I like kind of get it, you know?
Yeah.
Even for us, they were a little old.
Yeah.
Really? But yeah. Yeah, they don't really, but I'm not, so anyways, we're talking about Lilo and Stitch. We're just going to go there, and that's a perfect segue to bring this up because it's ocean-esque, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about watching the documentary about the Titan that just came up on, was that on Disney Plus, I think, or I can't remember what that came up on, but
on Netflix had it.
Netflix, and you said, you know, we have to watch this so we can discuss, and I've watched it, and I'm pretty sure you said you watched it.
Yeah.
It was a little intermittent for me at times, but I do have a very good grasp of like what the documentary is about. So I'm just curious, your thoughts, like about the documentary, about the whole experience.
I feel like there's a lot more that we don't know. Honestly.
You think?
I think there is a lot more that we don't know. Like, did he have an ulterior motive? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's more on his side. That I think there's more to it.
Like, what kind of motive would he had in that situation? I mean, yes, but he's dead.
So
like that didn't matter. He just wanted his name and those people that died to be like.
He wanted to be linked, forever to the Titanic, and now he is. He'll forever be be linked to it.
That's fair, I guess, but I feel like that kind of goes without saying that that's what was going to happen when you freaking implode under the ocean, like
seriously, and like
on your way to the Titanic.
All the signs of like that cracking noise, like
hearing that. Oh my god! I was like the
chills.
First crack. I'm like, nope. I would have been so like, I got it. We got to go up. Nope.
Yeah, like
and he went down
insane
and tested it by himself for like, I think he said it was like, 3,900. It was like really close to the 4,000 meter mark or whatever it was. And he was like, oh, I was close enough. Like that just rings in my head since hearing that or since seeing that documentary. And I'm just like, no, you have to like Anyways, and just all the people that had worked for him that were like tried to like question his thing and said he would just get so upset.
Yes.
Like rage chilling hard.
Yeah, like that was wild.
Yeah. So I guess that could be the ulterior motive, but like, you know, he did sacrifice like 4 other innocent people, correct? So
Something
4
like
other
that.
people. There are 5
Four-
people in there total,
Yeah, I think so.
or
Like,
maybe.
like the only one I legit like feel bad for is like the kid that didn't actually want to go, and his dad made him. The rest of you, you should have bounced when
You should have known better.
when like they were using a fucking PS2 controller. Like that's clear sign to me that you should have bounced.
Like, is that thing really controlling that thing? I don't think it was.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm NASA would not be using a PS2 controller.
No.
So yeah, I would. That's when I saw that I would have been like, you know what? Just keep my money. I'm not going.
Dude was just so arrogant. He was so
Arrogant.
full of himself.
It was
like it's
insane.
pretty crazy. Yeah. Pretty crazy to watch that whole thing. And it was like almost a 2 hour long documentary. I feel like it was like an hour and 40 minutes or something, 45 minutes.
And then another one dropped on Nat Geo, which like I haven't watched yet, but
Oh.
I'm gonna watch that one eventually too. Just
On
because
YouTube, I watched one with James Cameron talking about it.
James Cameron.
I think isn't it James Cameron?
Like the
Who
guy
did all the Titanic stuff, the like
Yeah.
director dude, whatever.
Yeah, like Mr.
yeah.
Titanic.
He basically like
Like, what does he think? Like, is he like, this guy's a
He-
dumbass?
pretty much. And it was after he did an interview after it had imploded.
Oh,
Because he had been in the works with it because he believed in it. He was like, shit, cool, new stuff, like whatever. And then like as things kept going on, he was kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't think this is how you should do it, actually. And
Yeah.
homie never wanted to like, Stockton never wanted to like, listen.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm
I don't
curious,
know.
like what his wife thinks, like what his wife has to say about it, because she's been pretty quiet.
I mean, I'd be really quiet too.
But like, would
I'd
you
be
like
embarrassed.
like denounce him and be like, yeah, my husband was a dumbass?
No, that's probably why she doesn't say anything, because like she probably knew that he was so devoted to just this mission,
Yeah.
this goal, that there was no talking him out of it. I mean, we
No.
saw that in the documentary. No matter who you were, there was no talking that guy out of anything of that sort in that
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's kind of old news really at this point, but the documentaries coming out are pretty interesting and
Yeah.
definitely something cool to like kind of watch. But yeah, it's unfortunate. He's always going to be tied to that, and I get it. The Titan attached to the Titanic.
Yeah.
And then I ended up watching like a documentary about tsunamis, and that kind of fucked my brain up for
I love
a couple days.
tsunami. I love like watching like tsunami shit. I love that shit.
Oh my god.
It messes me
Watching
up.
the
I
one
have, like bad dreams every time though.
Me too.
But I can't stop.
And then I can't stop thinking about it. Like, and it's so weird because John had no this is so weird. I swear this kid is like telepathically connected to me somehow.
Yeah.
He has no idea I'm watching this like documentary. He's in bed. He's asleep. I'm watching this documentary about the tsunamis that happened in Thailand.
Yeah.
Many years ago, the big one, right? From the
Yeah.
earthquake in the middle of the ocean. And watch that documentary, and of course I go to bed, and I'm just like, it's like one of those nights where it's like, why did I do that before bed? But I couldn't stop watching. It was I couldn't stop watching. Like it was
Yeah.
I'm going, I'm in it, I'm doing it. The next day, this morning, because I watched it last night. This morning, we're driving to go to one of our jobs. I got the kids with me, you know, and which that's going really well, by the way. I remember I
Good.
talked to you a few days ago how I was like really dreading it, but it's going really well
Good.
so far. It's only been 3 days, but hey.
It's fair.
but they're like older and more mature, and it's much
Yeah.
easier to bring them with
Nice.
me now. But we're driving down. We're getting ready to go to the highway, and you can kind of see the lake. I'm like, wow, the lake looks beautiful today. It's like crystal blue glass, like not a single wake. There's like no wind. It's just beautiful. And John goes, wouldn't that be crazy if a big wave just like came all the way up here? And I'm just like,
What?
the fuck? I look at him like, that's really weird of you to say. And he goes, why? Like, he's confused. He doesn't understand. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just was watching a documentary about a thing called a tsunami. You know what a tsunami is? Or like big waves that come and destroy everything. It's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I was watching something about that. And here you are talking to me about dang friggin' tsunami waves in Lake Tahoe. Like, who are you? How do you know that? I did, like,
Yeah.
I did.
That's
What?
wild.
Isn't that trippy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I found that very, like, I don't know. It's strange. But yeah, he's very intuitive, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I watched that documentary about tsunamis, and that was just like, such a shit show. I got a warning. I have a message I haven't
tsunami?
opened in Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
No, not of a tsunami. And Messenger just like, let me know, hey, you haven't opened this. It's been 9 hours. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not ready to open it. I'm not ready.
Stop pressuring me.
It's basically a gal I went to school with in elementary school. We've been friends on Facebook, but like, we're not friends, but we are friendly.
Yeah,
Okay?
for sure.
We ran into each other at the grocery store at this exact moment. The cashier lady that's working there, who I've known for a long time, who had Lola's sister, dog's name was Star. She had to put her down.
Mm-hmm.
She was very sick and like not well. So she was telling me this, and then I run to this like old classmate chick. She's like, "Oh, we got to get together. I thought that was you." Blah blah blah. And I'm just sitting here going like, "Oh, you've probably heard like all of that because we're in the grocery store, and it's just like."
Yeah.
But this lady like could not tell me that she had to put her dog down.
Yeah.
And she's also trying to cover it up because her son doesn't know yet because he doesn't live around town, and he was starting a new job on Monday, and they put the dog down on Sunday, like in the afternoon, and it was just kind of like, I can't tell him yet in a new day on a fresh job, new day. He's like, no way, I can't break that to him then.
Yeah.
So I ran into her today again, but she's gonna tell him today, I think, or tomorrow before he goes on like a church retreat.
Oh.
I said that's perfect because then he can get the support of that group of people that he wouldn't necessarily get at work.
Yeah.
If he was feeling upset because it's a dog that he like really cherished or whatever. But it was like the family dog, so of course it stayed with mom and whatever. Anyways, she's like, yeah, thank you. I really needed this guidance. And I'm just in my head like, girl, you did this all. I'm just like confirming, I guess. But like you did it all in you did all this. I did nothing. Like what? Oh my god. Coda scared the bear. He was trying to get into our car again yesterday, and
the bear was trying to get into your car again?
Oh yeah, because our window is shattered. Like we need to get it fixed. We're gonna do it this week, but it's not working out. So I think we're gonna hopefully do it next week. End of next week.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get in there, and Coda saw him and like yelled at him, and then started to like come at him. And he was like, "Oh!" Like got all scared. The bear did. Like, it was the funniest thing. Yeah, no. And this was a different bear. This is not the one that originally broke in.
Oh shit!
The bear that was trying to go in there yesterday was tagged and had a collar. The one that originally went into it was like definitely young and hadn't gotten caught and like tagged yet. So I'm not the one to make that call unless like my life is in danger.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let it do its thing and just do everything I can to prevent it getting into my car. A friend of mine gave me she bought me these like sound machines that are sensor oriented. So like and it makes this really I scared myself the other day with it, in fact. Because because I walked by the car. I actually opened the driver door and I forgot that it was on, and it like makes a big gunshot noise, and then you hear
Oh,
like a bunch of
wow.
dogs barking, and it's like really loud.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I know it's aggressive, but it like I'm like, if that
Gets
could
the job
scare
done.
me from just like kind of gently walking by, I'm pretty sure that would fuck a bear up like real quick. Not like, in a bad way, just more like
Yeah,
startle them
it.
to where they wouldn't want to go back in there because they don't know if that's real or not,
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's actually scared a bear yet. I haven't seen it actively like do anything to like scare a bear, but I hope it works one day.
Yeah.
It'd be rad. It's like kind of obnoxious. I'm like, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. It like keeps the car safe, so fuck it.
Well, I just feel bad a little bit for my neighbors next door, but I also don't care that much,
Yeah.
because they haven't been, well, the brother's been very kind, but, Snoop Dogg has not been the best, so. I told you about all of that with the landlord, right? Recently, he came and visited.
I knew he was coming, but I don't know if I heard anything other than that.
So he came, and then he was talking to us because he's really trying to figure out what to do with the house because he wants to sell it, and he really wants to sell it to us, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are the logistics? He has none. He just keeps talking about it. So we're trying to prepare ourselves properly, right?
Yeah.
And then he was complaining about his wife, like, not really being on board, not wanting to sell the house. And he's just, like, getting annoyed. And I go, well, you do know that Snoop Dogg has told me many times that she talks to your wife and tells her not to sell the house, right? Like, you know this information, right? And he looked at me flabbergasted, completely shocked. Like, what? I was like, yeah, it's her, and he can't stand her.
Oh no.
Snoop Dogg. So it benefits us in a way.
Yeah.
But I'm just over here like, I hope. And anyway, so that really set him in a mood of like, well, fuck all of you then. Maybe I will just sell this house to like kind of that attitude.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not making any decisions right now. I got to think about some stuff. But, it's a very insightful visit is how he put it to Kona in email. Because it always happens because Kona will like communicate with landlord all the time through email. I don't personally care. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
But it always ends up being me to visit with him in person. And I know nothing that they've talked. I mean, Kona tells me, but like, I don't remember what he told me about 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I try to, but shit. Anyways, yeah, so that was just kind of an interesting interaction with our landlord. And he's like totally stoked. He's like, you guys are fine. You fucking with her? Great, perfect, awesome kind of attitude. And we don't.
That.
We really just try to keep our peace away from her. That's our biggest thing. Like, you mind yours, we mind ours. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we have to do here. An occasional hello, sure, but I'd even prefer not. I'd actually prefer to just pretend like we don't see each other when we're in the driveways at the same time.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it was really rude. Like, we had guests over just hanging out. And she, on purpose, came over and brought me her handmade, like, caramel corn. She's like, well, you have guests over, so I thought maybe, like, you might want to share some of this.
Mm.
I'm in my head like, do you think I can't properly, like, host my guests? What's going on over there?
I don't know. There's a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just trying to see what's going on.
Loud noises?
It's just someone super loud on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's anything. Oh no, just like somebody asking about sweet. Never mind. Then with like,
I'm guessing you're looking for
like
They're
with
calling at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I would tell them that we're closed.
I wouldn't even answer.
You never know.
Yes,
Like,
you probably have
like,
to.
if it's someone that needs us, like a resident.
Oh, that's so late.
Someone's smoking weed outside. I can smell it, and I don't think it's a skunk. I think someone's actually smoking weed.
You can smell the difference. I
Oh
love it.
yeah. Oh my god. There's one
I can
day.
too.
There's one day where like there's like the tracks and like the like the greenery down there, and the whole I like I woke up at like maybe like 2 a.m. and I could just smell this pungent skunky weed smell, and I'm like, is someone smoking weed at 2 in the morning? And I'm like, but that's
What are they
really
doing?
pungent. It's pungent. And then in the hallways it stank because there's air fans on the roof, and it sucks in air and then pumps it through the building. So the
Sure.
hallways stank, and we had phone calls going, I think someone's smoking weed outside, and then when we're like, no, like there's a dead skunk outside somewhere and is wafting into the building, like it's in
It's gotta be.
every
Yeah.
hallway.
It wouldn't have lasted that long or
Like, it
been that strong
lasted,
for
like-
that long.
Like I said, I smelt it at 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh my lord. And then we like that was on a Tuesday, so Jordan and then did the bins, and even outside like in the street you could smell this fucking skunk. Like it was a pungent skunk.
Gnarly.
But like we got so many calls all day long, and then we're like, it's a skunk outside. It's not someone smoking weed outside. I promise you, because it's in the street.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's in the
Yeah.
street. It's not someone smoking weed here.
Trust me, it wouldn't be going for this many days or hours or whatever.
Like all
That-
day long, like basically.
It dissipates. It goes away.
Exactly.
It's like
and there's
usually
no
it-
way that
Yeah.
like someone smoking weed on their balcony would affect the hallways. No.
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 It might affect the like small perimeter of people around them if they
Yeah.
had their windows open.
Which those people,
But-
like the people smoking on their balconies, they're assholes because they know they're not supposed to do that.
That's fair.
The balcony is our property, which means you can't smoke there. But there's always those fucking entitled little bitches that are like, I don't want to go outside.
I don't want to go outside. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's so
sorry, it
funny.
just he
No,
was
it's
like
fine.
holding the phone, but like Jordan's not the best at like hearing people on the phone. So I'm just like, and also like I'm waiting for like those people to call about the noise from upstairs. After I
Yeah.
told them 4 fucking times.
I was kind
that
of
if you-
hoping.
Yeah, I was like, is it them? Is it them? Do I need to cut this off and go?
Is it time to bail? Like,
Is it
get
time?
this
Is
shit
it time to
on?
go like investigate the noise
Yes.
that's not excessive? It's just people walking around their suite and they're just loud, loud stompers. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
But it is almost 9:30.
Yes, we should call it, my dear.
We should. We should.
This is quick because it saves, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great night of stories and chaos of life and. I finally had some good juicy stories. I feel like I'm usually so
Yes.
boring, but that was
You.
that
had
was
some good
definitely, and I
ones.
feel like there's gonna be some more one. I'm sure there's gonna be some
yeah.
more.
Oh yeah. Cannot wait.
Not looking forward to that. I mean, I can't
am.
wait to like tell the story, but I'm not looking forward to the moment these stories are gonna happen.
True. Like it is a lot. Like for like in the moment sometimes, but then afterwards it's like that was a funny situation or a funny story now.
Hold on one sec.
No problem.
No pickup tomorrow.
Do, 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 do. But yeah, so it's Wednesday. What's next Wednesday? The 25th. Nothing for me. Nothing crazy should be going on. So
I just have work, normal work.
exactly normal work for
And
us
Goof,
too.
tentatively, let's just be. And I meant to message you, so I'm really sorry that this came out today because I hadn't had a time, and it's been kind of stressful. Because you know how sometimes with like certain scenarios, it's like things are a little earlier, and I get home at a reasonable time, and I can still jam with like you or Goof. Like, I'm like, okay,
for sure.
I can make it by like 7. Let's just bail on Friday just in case because it's a whole family thing, and who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I personally really don't want to go, and I've been trying to think of ways to get out of it, and I'm like, I got nothing. Like,
Aw.
I got nothing, so I have to like, and I could be like, well, I have an important. I usually try to say I have a meeting if it's someone who doesn't understand like
Yeah.
my Wednesday and Friday nights specifically. I usually say I have a meeting, but like I can't get away with that in this situation. You know?
Yeah.
I know I'm with you, Goof. So let's maybe maybe we'll get on like a little later Saturday if you're down. And we could play for a few because you know we go pretty late. So anyways, let's be in touch. And everyone else, thanks for watching and thanks for listening to the stories and gosh, see you next week. We're excited.
Next week.
See
We
what kind of
probably have,
stories
like-
come up.
Seriously, like who knows?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows? But yeah, we'll see y'all
Uh,
next week and bye.
See ya. We're not awkward, we swear.